configuration. So let's create a new one. Click Create Scaling Group and enter the scaling group name like as scaling group 01. You need to enter the maximum number of instances allowed for the scaling, for example 3, for example 2, and the minimum number of instances, here I use 1. And also the default cooldown time, I use the default value. Let's use the default value 300 seconds. And the remove policy, you can also use the default value. Let's check details. There are 2 filters. First filter, you can select from the oldest instance, the newest instance, or the instance with the oldest scaling configuration. Okay, so you can use another a second filter, right? So by default, by defining this, auto scaling will use this remove policy to decide which ECS instance should be removed. Okay? Okay. So network type, there's VPC. We will use the default value VPC and select the VPC and the vSwitch. Okay? So for the multi-zone scaling policy, you can choose from priority policy and distribution balancing policy. You can check the detail about this option by click this. Okay, so it will give you a detailed explanation about this option. Okay, like what is priority policy and what is even distribution policy. Okay, so we will use priority policy here and select load balancer. Okay, click load the data and choose this load balancer and select the database. Okay, like we talked before, if you select the server load balancer and the database here, and the auto scaling will automatically configure the newly added ECS instance to the server load balancer and also the vet list of the RDS instance. Okay, so click submit. It will create a new scaling group. Okay. It will pop up a message that reminder you to create a scaling configuration. Okay, so about scaling configuration operations, we will introduce in the next chapter. Okay, so let's back to our PPT. So we just show a demo about how to create a scaling group. Let's move next. Query and modify a scaling group. Okay, there is some point you need to pay attention to. First, scaling group have the following life cycle states: active, inactive, and deleting. If you want to modify a scaling group, there are some notes you should know. First, region, server load balancer, and RDS database cannot be modified. Second, modify operation can be executed only for scaling groups in active or inactive status. If the number of ECS instances in the scaling group does not meet the new max size or min size settings, autoscaling adds or removes ECS instances to or from the group until the max size or min size values is reached. Okay, so let's back to our console and try some configuration about how to query and modify a scaling group. You can see here the scaling group we just created is in disable status. Means that you need to add a scaling configuration to make this group enable. Okay, so about how to query a scaling group, just click the scaling group here and you will enter the detail page of this scaling group. Okay, it will show you the ECS instances currently in this group and the scaling activities and the scaling configurations and actions. The actions here means the scaling rules. Okay. Also, there is an event notification. You can set up notification here. Okay. So about how to modify, just click modify button here, and you can see that the server load balancer and the database option is not changeable, right? And you can change the name, the maximum number, minimum number, and also the cooldown time. Okay, we just change the cooldown time to 400 and click submit. So you can see after this change, the default cooldown time has been changed to 400. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to our PPT. Okay, move to next about enable, disable scaling group. So enable means that you enable this scaling group and it will affect and to add or remove ECS instances according to the policies you configured in this scaling group. Okay, and so some notes here. When you enable a scaling group, you can only enable inactive scaling groups with active scaling configurations. Okay, so you can see that we cannot enable this scaling group we just created because there's no active scaling configurations in the scaling group. Okay, okay. A single scaling group can have one active scaling configurations at a time, means that you can create multiple scaling configurations, but only one scaling group, only one active scaling configuration can be active. Okay, so you can enable a scaling group so that if the existing number of ECS instances is less than the mean size value of an enabled scaling group, autoscaling creates pay-as-you-go ECS instances until the mean size value is reached. Okay, and disable, a scaling group can be disabled only when it's not executing any scaling activity, and this operation can only be executed for active scaling group. Okay, fair enough, right? So if this scaling group is already in disabled status, you don't need to disable this scaling group, right? Okay, so let's go back to the console. There is no scaling configuration here, so you cannot enable and disable. Let's add a scaling configuration. Okay, scaling configuration means that the ECS information you want to use when you add ECS instance to the auto-scaling ECS instance pool. Okay, so here let's create an entry level and use the minimum size of the CPU and memory and specify a customer image. You can use public image or custom image here. Here let's use custom image and choose one and click next. Okay, so for the logon credentials, you need to choose a key pair or you can set later. So here we will use a key pair I just created before. And for the instance name, let's specify ECS01. Okay, so next click preview. Okay, so here you need to specify a scaling configuration name. Let's input SG scaling configuration 001. Okay, and also you need to specify the load balancer weight. Load balancer weight means that this value will be used as the load balancer weight when an ECS instance is added using this scaling configuration. Okay, so click create. Okay, so after you click create, there will be a pop-up dialog to remind you that you can enable this configuration or create more. Okay, let's enable this configuration. Click Enable Configuration. Okay. Okay. So after added the scaling configuration in the scaling group, you can enable the scaling group. So I don't want to enable the scaling group. Click Cancel. Okay. So you can see that. Let's go back to the scaling group page. Okay. Here you can click Enable to enable this scaling group. Okay. Click Enable and confirm. Okay. Now the scaling group is enabled, and so you can, let's check the details. Okay. Because we configure the mean number of instances to 1, so a new instance will be added, okay, after we enable this scaling group. So let's wait for a while and check the status later. Okay. Okay, so let's see the current status again. And you can see the total number of instances changed to 1, and a new instance has been added in this scaling group. Okay? Yeah. Okay, next, let's try to disable the scaling group and see what happened. Click Disable and confirm. Okay. Okay. That's the demo about how to enable and disable scaling group. Okay, let's go back to our PPT. Okay. Okay, next is delete a scaling group. So by default, a scaling group is deleted in force delete mode from the console. The force delete attribute indicates whether to forcibly delete a scaling group and remove and release ECS instance if it has ECS instances, or if scaling activities are in progress. Okay? Yeah. So delete a scaling group also deletes its scaling configurations, scaling rules, scaling activities, and scaling requests. Deleting a scaling group does not delete scheduled task, cloud monitor alarm task, server load balancer instances, or RDS instances. Okay, let's go back to the demo console, to the management console, and click the delete button to delete this instance. Click confirm. So you can see that there's a message here and remind you that after you click OK, all ECS instances that have been manually added to the scaling group will be removed, and all automatically created instances will be released. Okay? The scaling group, its scaling configuration and rules will be deleted. Okay? Let's click confirm. Okay. So now the scaling group is in deleting status. After some time, the scaling group should be deleted. Okay. So let's wait for a while. Okay. Okay, you can see first it will release the instances which was created in the scaling group, and then it will delete the autoscaling group. Okay, that's the demo about deleting scaling group. Okay. Okay, so that's all for the operations about scaling group. So we just introduced how to create, how to query, modify, and enable, disable, and delete a scaling group by using the management console. Okay, thank you very much for watching. See you in next chapter.